How about those Devils? How about those Devils?
How about those Devils? Oh, welcome back, Devils fans. It is your host, Ace, here on Running with the Devils, where we are talking New Jersey Devils hockey all year long. Please hit that subscribe button, smash the like, share with a friend. Thank you very much. And what a night, guys. What a night. Your New Jersey Devils returning home to the Rock, looking to build off of the massive victory over the Columbus Blue Jackets, which was like a playoff game, a playoff war. The Devils found a way to win. Huge game, huge for the standings. Looking for 3 in a row. It has been quite a while since the Devils won 3 in a row. Hosting the Edmonton Oilers last night, looking for that third. And your New Jersey Devils delivered, beating Connor McDavid and the Oilers by a score of 3-2. I must ask, I must know.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Are you not entertained? This one was a thriller, another playoff-like atmosphere. The Rock was jumping. So much to get to, so much to talk about. We get to the game. First period, Devils looked a little flat in my opinion. Late in the period, the Devils only had like 2 shots on goal. Kind of late in the period. I forget exactly what the time was, but it was tragic. 2 power plays with nothing going. The power plays looked absolutely horrible in that first. And Devils finished the first period with 5 shots on goal. The Edmonton Oilers with 8. A little concerning. Looked very sluggish on offense, but it was a very tight game. Devils were with them every step of the way for the most part in the first period. It ends 0-0, and I was like, okay, a little slow. Obviously, Jake Allen in net. Nemec back in, forgot to mention. A couple little lineup changes. We see Nemec return in place of Chalowski, Jake Allen in net. But overall, first period, I was like, I'll take it. We got outshot 8-5, whatever. Power plays were abysmal, something that we'll talk about later on. But 0-0 after 1. Oilers are a very good team. I was like, I will take it. We get to the second period. Erik Haula wins a massive offensive zone faceoff. Cannot be stressed enough. Massive, massive win for Haula in the offensive zone. The puck goes right to Luke Hughes. He gets it to Bratt at the point, and Bratt just unwinds, lets a bomb go. Skinner makes the save. Juicy rebound out in front, and it kind of pinballing around a little bit, and it comes to Pesce. He has an open net, and Pesce buries it. Brett Pesce's third of the season at 3:58 gives the Devils the 1-0 lead, assisted by Erik Haula and Jesper Bratt. The Rock goes crazy. The Devils strike first. We've talked about it time and time again, how crucial it is for this Devils team to get the first goal and play with the lead. They got it last night. Love to see it. 1-0. Second period goes on. Oilers dump it in. Devils very sloppy on a couple clearing attempts, mishandled pucks, a bunch of miscues. Puck stays in the zone. McDavid gets it in the middle of the ice, and he gets it to Draisaitl in the circle, and Draisaitl just fires one past Allen at 10:05. Draisaitl's 47th of the season from McDavid and Kulak ties it at 1-1, and wow. That line is so dominant. We saw it all throughout the game. Every time they were out there, they were a threat for the most part. There were certain shifts that looked like power plays when they were out there. Scary line, and you got to get that puck out clean, and Devils had a couple chances to do it. Very sloppy. Like I said, mishandling the puck. McDavid grabs it and makes him pay. Gets it to Draisaitl. He buries it. 1-1 after 2. And now I'm like, oh, here we go again. Another nail-biter. The Cardiac Kids, your New Jersey Devils, head to the third period, knotted up at 1. And at this point, it definitely felt like next goal wins the game. I mean, I'm pretty sure, a lot of us thought that. Whoever gets that second goal probably will win the game. We get to the third period. The McDavid line moving the puck around in the Devil zone. They get it to the point to Bouchard, and he just rips one from the point that gets past Allen. It was kind of like a knuckle puck. It was really weird. It looked originally like someone deflected it, but no, it was just very odd the way it took flight there. But Bouchard with a ripper, his 13th of the season at 4:18 from Wallman and McDavid, gives the Oilers the 2-1 lead. And at this point, I'm not going to lie, I was down. I was like, oh. Especially because when the Devils were up 1-0, they did have a couple chances to take the 2-0 lead, and they couldn't capitalize. And so they let the Oilers hang around. Oilers eventually tied it, and now here we are in the third. Oilers get the go-ahead goal, and I just thought, it's not going to be our night. It's not going to be our night. But I was wrong. A couple minutes after the goal was scored, I'm unclear on the exact time, but it was within a couple minutes of when the Oilers took the lead. What do you know? We have the dessert race. On the scoreboard, they're doing the dessert race at the Devils game. Mrs. Fields coming off its first win of the season. In the previous game against the Blue Jackets, the arena went crazy. Fields finally got a win. Here we are. Mrs. Fields' cookie was winless in March. Finally gets that big win against the Blue Jackets, and we're like, can Mrs. Fields follow it up with yet another win? Sure enough, the race goes on. Little back and forth action. All the desserts fell at one point, and in the end, Mrs. Fields pulls ahead and wins the race for the second consecutive win. Second win on the season. The arena goes crazy. The arena goes absolutely ballistic for this Mrs. Fields cookie. They go to the scoreboard. There's a guy in a cookie outfit jumping up and down. And keep your eyes peeled. Either tonight or tomorrow, I will have a vlog from this Devils-Oilers game, and there will be all the scoreboard action with Mrs. Fields and a bunch of other stuff from the game. But keep your eyes peeled for that. But the Fields cookie wins. The arena goes crazy. And we're like, is there something to this? Is there a power in the cookie? Maybe there's something there. A couple minutes after this race, Devils working it around in the O-zone. Bratt gets the puck along the boards, and he just skates to the middle of the ice and just fires a wrister on net right in.
Jesper Bratt, tit-a-tat, where my boy at?
Where my boy at? Bratter's 19th of the season at .650, assisted by Pesce and Meyer, ties the game at 2, and now hope is restored. We're coming off the Mrs. Fields cookie race. Big win. Bratter ties the game up, and now we're like, oh, baby, is this going to be our night? Are we going to win this in thrilling fashion? And sure enough, about a minute and a half later, Devils working the puck down low. They get it to Nemec at the point. He passes across to Bratt. As soon as he passes it to Bratt, he locks and loads. Bratt gets it back to him, and Nemec blasts a bomb. Absolute bomb one-timer from the point. Through everybody, through Skinner. Love to see it. Nemec is first of the season at .825, assisted by Jesper Bratt and Nico Hischier, gives the Devils the 3-2 lead. And that is how the game would end. Shimo Nemec with the game-winning goal. After all the drama surrounding him on the season, he had that interview, and people were like, oh, he's unhappy. He played a couple games for the Devils, out of the lineup, in and out. He comes in for Cholowski last night and makes the most of it. A game-winning goal with just under 10 minutes of ice time. Nemec makes it count. Beautiful one-timer, gives the Devils the lead and the win. What a game for your New Jersey Devils. So much to get to. We'll get to the game stats first. Oilers, 33 shots on goal. Devils with 22 shots on goal. Oilers, 50.9% in the faceoffs. Devils, 49.1%. Oilers go 0 for 1 on the power play. Devils go 0 for 3 on the power play. And this is one that I thought was going to come back to haunt us. The Devils' power play looked absolutely atrocious all night. It must be worked on. It must be tweaked. I don't know if we need to see some personnel changes. Maybe give some other guys a look. I don't really know. But either way, the power play was god-awful tonight, and it cannot continue. On this pre-playoff drive into the playoffs, and especially once the playoffs start, but hopefully the Devils are in, the power play must perform, and it was powerless last night, 0 for 3, unacceptable. Oilers with 20 hits, Devils with 13 hits. Oilers with 16 block shots, the Devils with 11 block shots. Oilers with 16 giveaways, Devils with 14 giveaways. Oilers 4 takeaways, the Devils with 3 takeaways. And that is the tale of the tape. What a miraculous win for the New Jersey Devils. A thriller, a playoff-type game. The crowd was wild. What a beautiful win for the Devils. Jake Allen, very solid in net, stopping 31 of 33 shots. Love to see that. Jake Allen has been solid all year. Some people have randomly talked bad about him throughout the season. I'm not sure why. Jake Allen has been completely solid for the Devils all season long, and the Devils have quite often not given him goal support and left him out to dry. Glad to see it didn't happen last night. Huge win for Allen. 3 stars of the game. Brett Pesce gets the 3rd star with a goal and an assist. Jake Allen, the number 2 star. And the number 1 star of the game, Jesper Bratt, with a goal and 2 assists for 3 points. And Bratter, just Mr. Consistency. He's been so good for so long for this New Jersey Devils club. Stays healthy, produces. What a gem. What a gem in Bratter. And your Devils, 3 wins in a row now, looking for that oh-so-elusive 4th consecutive win. Looking to win 4 in a row Saturday afternoon in Pittsburgh. And it's huge, guys. Massive, massive for the playoffs, massive for morale. The New Jersey Devils have not won 4 consecutive games. Get ready for it. In 26 months. The last time the Devils won 4 consecutive games was in mid-January of the magical 22-23 season that saw the Devils set a franchise record with 112 points before ultimately beating the New York Rangers in that beautiful 7-game series. That was the last time we won 4 in a row. 2 years and 2 months ago. Unfathomable. 26 months. The Devils have won 3 in a row a bunch of times between then and now. I believe it had to be like 8 to 10 probably. 3-game winning streaks. They always bomb in the fourth game for some reason, and the latest chance to secure that elusive 4 consecutive wins Saturday afternoon against the Penguins, it is going to be huge. The Devils have been doing pretty well against the Penguins as of late. Hopefully that continues, and how big that would be to finally get that monkey off our back and get 4 wins in a row at this crucial time of the season. I do believe, as I've been talking about for the past couple games now, if this Devils team starts to gel at the right time and get hot going into the playoffs, that is ideal. You want to be playing your best hockey going into the playoffs. The team is finding a new identity without Jack Hughes in the lineup, as many of you have discussed in the post-game lives. If you're not familiar with the post-game live, I do a show after every game when MSG goes off the air with their post-game. I do the post-game live where I'll talk to everybody. I respond to comments, and we celebrate wins or commiserate in the losses, but we love our wins, and last night was a win. I'll put the link for the post-game show from the Oilers game in the description. Check that out if you haven't seen one of those. It's fun for many people. Worth checking out at some point if that's something you might be interested in. But wow, what a game. What a game. And the boys got to figure out a way to keep playing like this. They are playing playoff hockey now. This dump and chase, getting in after pucks, using physicality when necessary, you absolutely love to see it. We are no longer trying to overwhelm teams with the speed and the transition game. They're dumping it in. They're chasing, trying to get cycles going, and they have to. Without Jack Hughes in the lineup, you cannot continue to play the same sort of game and expect a good result without Hughes. And so they're now morphing into their new identity. This is old school Devils hockey, grinding out 3-2, 2-1 wins. And I've said it for a long time, guys. I have. Old school Devils hockey is winning hockey with an emphasis on a strong defense, defensively responsible forwards, and solid goaltending, and that is what we're getting now, and it's pretty much what we've gotten all season. Devils amongst the league leaders in goals against, and that's huge. Whenever you can hold the opposition to minimal goals, you give yourself a chance to win every night, and both Jacob Markstrom and Jake Allen have been solid in net all year and giving us a chance to win every night. If this forward group can find a way to get 3 goals on a consistent basis, the way that these boys are playing right now, that is going to give us a great chance to win. And like I said, grinding out 2-1, 3-2 wins is a recipe for success for the rest of the stretch, for the final 15 games, and into the playoffs, which we hopefully make. And we might be on a collision course with those Carolina Hurricanes. We really might. A team that has traditionally had our number for so long. Could this be our year to get some retribution on them? And as it stands right now, your New Jersey Devils, because of Columbus also losing last night, the Devils with an 8-point lead over the Blue Jackets, who have 2 games in hand. So even if they won both of their games in hand, we would still have a 4-point lead. Nice cushion. We're not out of the woods yet. I know the percentages say, we're like 95% or something to make the playoffs. I've always questioned those, playoff percentage odds. They were saying 90% a couple weeks ago, and it seemed very dicey. But here we are. The Devils control their own destiny. They got to keep winning, got to keep stacking points. Hopefully we get some help on the out-of-town scoreboard, obviously. But the best way to help yourself is to just keep winning and stacking points. And this New Jersey Devils club has won 3 in a row, guys. 3 in a row. Who would have seen this coming after that horrific beatdown at the hands of the Winnipeg Jets at home on trade deadline day? Oof. Brutal. But I will say, I don't want to start counting my chickens before they hatch, as they say, as the old-timers say. But in the roundtable conversation I had with a few other Devils media members / content creators the other day, there was 17 games left as of when that video came out. And during that time, I asked everyone on the panel, what is your prediction for the Devils' record down the stretch? And your boy Ace did predict 10-5-2. Now, we're a long ways away, but we're 2-0 so far. I like the start. Got to keep the momentum going. Got to win in Pittsburgh and get that 4th win. That would be so beautiful. And, guys, I have a just good feeling about this team. They're just starting to come together at the right time, it seems. If they can continue to embrace playoff warfare hockey, grind out these wins, the sky's the limit. The sky's the limit. And I know it sucks not having Jack Hughes, but we have plenty of talent, guys. Luke Hughes and Nico Hischier, Jesper Bratt, Timo Meier, get occasional other goals from defensemen. I mean, look at the Oilers game. Pesce and Nemec, 2 defensemen getting on the board. Love to see it. We haven't seen a lot of offensive production from the defensemen for most of the season, but we're getting timely goals from them right now, and I will take it. Maybe we're finally finding our groove in this new style of hockey that the New Jersey Devils are embracing. I want to go on a run so bad, guys. Like I said, I want to go to games at the Rock in May in shorts. Nothing better than a couple pregame brews on Championship Plaza in shorts going into the game. Oh, we need it to happen. We need it to happen, and hopefully these boys can take us on a fun ride. I believe in them, and it's so far so good these past few games. But let me know what you thought about this game in the comments. Anything, everything New Jersey Devils hockey, throw it out there in the comments. I enjoyed talking to all of you. I'm still jacked up from this one. What a game. What a game and what a win. But keep your eyes peeled. If you're newer to the channel, a bunch of stuff on there in the past couple weeks. There's some interviews. If you go to the interview playlist, you'll see some interviews with former players. I have a bunch of other stuff in the works. Always stuff in the works. Always new stuff coming out. There's going to be a vlog from this Oilers game either later today or tomorrow. And that's it, guys. Wow. I am fired up, but what a game. What a game. This could be a special group. This could be a special season. It really can. Thank you all for watching. I love you all. Like, comment, subscribe, and all that jazz. Until next time, friends, let's go.